What's up, everybody? My name is Mac, and I'm here. I'm doing another draft thing. And listen, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Don't expect anything from my channel. If you get something, cool. I really am in between transition all of this year because I'm currently transitioning college, and just a lot of moving parts happening this year. So I'll upload when I can, but otherwise, don't expect anything. So, what league am I here for? I am here for the SPDL, or also known as, that's the name of the server, and then the actual name of the draft is the LCD, League Coliseum Draft. As you can see on the top left, that's my logo. We are the Thor's Thundies. Big thanks. And then SPDL, there's their logo down below it, and as you can tell, my logo I luckily was able to get it made by the same person who made the SPDL logo, and they absolutely nailed the Thor's Thundy logo, and I'm so happy with it, so big shout out to them. But now, we are in Ralt, so we're in the very lowest of the league. The way it works is that by the end of the league, if I am either top seed going into playoffs or I win playoffs, I'm the winner of that season, you go up into the next league. So I go from Ralt to Curlia. My goal is last season I got into playoffs. This season, I want to get into Curlia. Whether that means top seed or winning playoffs, either way, I gotta get there. So, starting that off, I ended up with first seed, so I was very happy with that. Also, this is no cut moves, so no hidden power and all that going into that. So no pursuit, no hidden power, no return, none of them shenanigans happening this season. So, having said that, let's go into what my first pick was. My first pick was Tornadus Therian. What do I need to say about Tornadus Therian? Defog, Regenerator. You can see its ability down there. It's a flying type. It has great recovery. Regenerating also gets Roost. It also gets friggin' Defog. And it gets Nasty Plot, and it gets some good... What is it called? Man, it's been a while since I made one of these videos. I'm all over the place. It has good coverage. So, normally you'd see this with Rain Team, but I did not draft Rain. I didn't draft any Weather because, let me tell you right now, I don't like doing Weather across the team. Last season, I did do a little bit 2 Mons. I did a Hail and then a Slush Rush user, just for something in my back pocket. But this season, I didn't do any Weather shenanigans. None of that. But yeah, Tornadus Therian. It is weak to Electric, resists Grass, weak to Ice, resists Fighting. It is immune to Ground. It is resisting to Bug and weak to Rock. So those are the things that I gotta watch out for, and those are the things it can cover for. And having said that, its base stats are 79 HP, 100 attack, 80 defense, 110 special attack, 90 speed def, and 121 speed. I'm not going to go through the speed, or not the speed, the stats for every single guy, but I want to point out this guy. So there's a reason he's an 18-point mon. He's top of the top, cream of the crop. He's in that top bar. And you look at his stats, and they're base 580, and they're pretty good. Like the attack and special attack, his speed is really good. HP's, but the defenses are okay. But what's great about this is Tornadus. The last time I used Tornadus, I used him as hit and run. So I gave him like Life Orb or E-Belt, gave him some coverage moves and a U-turn. He can come in, do some damage, U-turn out, and he gets recovery now because Regenerator. It's kind of like, I kind of use him like a Mienshao, a little bit. So, next Pokemon, however, Rotom Wash, and this is Wheel, so we have Rotom Wash pairing with something else I'll go over next pick. But Rotom Wash, it is Electric Water, it gets Levitate. Electric Water really helps with Tornadus Therian's weaknesses. So, Ice, Rotom Wash comes in. Electric, Rotom Wash can come in. Rock, Rotom Wash can come in to hit. It doesn't resist, but it can still hit. And then for Rotom Wash's weakness being Grass, what else? Grass, and I think that's it. I think Grass is its only weakness. Tornadus Therian can come in on it. And right now, no grounds can touch me. I'm ground proof. And not to mention, it's a Quap resist to Steel, which helps my next Pokemon. Oh, pointing out unique moves, another Defogger as well. It also gets Volt Switch. And both of those rotations with U-turn Volt Switch helps my next mon to come in easy, which is also my Mega Gardevoir. Never used Mega Gardevoir before. First time I'm going to be using Mega Gardevoir. So, I don't know. A friend of mine, we were talking, and I was like, and he was like, when I first picked Tornadus Therian, he was like, you should just get more momentum and then get a mon that slaps. And I was like, you know what? That's pretty good. I don't know what mon slaps, though. And he's like, Mega Gardevoir. And at the time I didn't say anything, and I'm like, you know what? I can use a Mega Gardevoir. I've never used one before. It gets setup potential. It has a nasty base 165 special attack coming off a Hyper Voice with Pixelate. So, I'll take that. It also gets Wish Passing if I want to run it supportive. It gets Calm Mind Substitute shenanigans if I want to do that one week. It does also get Teleport, doesn't it? Yeah, it gets Teleport as well, so more momentum. Healing Wish. I don't know if I'd ever want to run Healing Wish, but I can. God damn it, I can. Let's see. Quad Resist. Fighting. That's cool. Don't really care. It's nice to have, but I'm not super fighting weak. Weak to Poison, Steel, and Ghost. Which Steel is Quad Resist by Rotom Wash. So any Steel type I can swap into Rotom Wash and be fine. For Poison types, my next mon's going to help with that. As well for Ghost types, I'll have a couple mons down the line that'll help with that. So that was my first wheel. Next wheel came around, and I knew a mon I needed to get. Because right now, I have no hazards. None at all. I have good hazard removal so far, but I have no hazards themselves, and I need more utility. So, having said that, Cobalion was our next pick when wheel came up. Justified, it's a Steel fighting type. It helps with the Poison weakness. And what else? It also helps with, there was something else that it helps with. Ice! Right now we're kind of freeze dry weak, so it helps with our ice weakness a little bit, because that Steel type is mwah. Also gets Stealth Rock and Volt Switch. Again, more momentum. Also our first Stealth Rocker on the team. And not to mention, it's also a physical threat and can also set up to be a physical threat. And of course, it does get utility out the wazoo. I'm going to put out right now, we have a pretty speedy team. We have 1, 2, 3 mons, 100 or more. And then one that is 86, I think it is? Yeah, 86 speed. So, pretty good, pretty good. Right now, we don't have a lot of bulk, though. So, the bulk that we do have is Tornadus Therian. That's the only mon that gets reliable recovery. But like I said, I don't necessarily like running Tornadus Therian defensive all of the time. I'll still run it defensive if I need to, but I'd like to run it more hit and run style. So, I need some walls. So, my main wall is going to be Rotom Wash with Pain Split shenanigans, some Wish support down the line, but my other wall that gets recovery and is self-sufficient is Shaman. Shaman, it gets natural cure, can't toxicate, fuck you. It's 100 base around, one of them Pixie Mons, it's adorable, and it's a grass type, and grass type is really important in draft, especially it helps with Cobalion and his ground weakness. Fighting weakness, we don't really care about, we have a Mega Gardevoir, but Ice is going to continue to look like a problem for this draft, and I think that's probably going to be my biggest issue is Ice. Ice is just gonna hurt, especially freeze dry. But no matter what, Ice is always gonna hurt. Ice is just such a good offensive typing to most of like the Fire, Water, Grass, and Fairy, Dragon, Steel. Ice is usually gonna be good on a majority of those mons, especially since ground type is really necessary. That's at least, with freeze dry, that's 3 guaranteed, a potential 4, and then also add on whatever else you want. So, I say potential 4 because Dragon isn't super necessary in draft, so that's why I say that. But like I said, self-sufficient, just here to be Synthesis. It's main, like no super unique moves, like nothing hazard-wise, nothing really momentum-wise. It gets Aromatherapy for some Cleric support, but mostly it's here to sit and be a wall for whatever we need to be that week. Not to mention, I can run it offensive if the situation calls for it to like a surprise. Next mon we had. So now we need to start getting filling some spots. We have our main 5. I guarantee you this 5 will be coming to most games. Most games these 5 are going to be here. I say maybe Shaman comes and goes with another couple walls, but most of the time these 5 are going to be on the team week by week. Next mon we have though for our next wheel Nidoqueen. So unfortunately, I wanted to run more offensive instead of defensive, so I was going to get Nidoking, but it was sniped, so I run more utility and a little bit more bulky Nidoqueen. Not bad. I'm not mad with a Nidoqueen. It's a Nidoqueen. Ground and a poison type. Helps with our poison for Gardevoir if Cobalion doesn't come 1 week. Helps with our steel, so it's a good pairing with Gardevoir. Toxic spikes it gets, so it can help with hazards as well as absorb toxic spikes. What else? I've never used a Nidoqueen before, so I'm trying to think of what else it gets off the top of my head. I'm not sure though. I think it might get some setup. I'm not sure. It also gets Stealth Rocks. But before I go any further, I want to let you know Cobalion and Nidoqueen are only Stealth Rockers. We only have 2. And I don't necessarily use Stealth Rocks a lot of the time, but Hazard Game isn't the best, but I definitely rock with it. I fuck with it. Poison Point, Rivalry, and Sheer Force. 99% of the time, Sheer Force is what I'm running. Poison Point, I guess if I want to be cheeky, and Rivalry, I might meme for a week, but I'm not gonna meme, I hope, because I want to get to the top. I want to be the best that there ever was. To catch them all is my true test. Moving on, our next part of that wheel pick was, again, more offensive, Darmanitan. Fun fact, I eventually wasn't going to do Mega Gardevoir. I say that, but I was really thinking, what if I got Darmanitan Galar instead of Mega Gardevoir? And I was going to be like, that's offensive. That's something I could swap into Tornadus there in Mortom Wash. I'm glad I ended up with Mega Gardevoir. I think it just synergizes with the team a whole lot better. 1 second. Sorry about that. But I decided at the end, as I was kind of like Tornadus Therian, and then I decided, okay, now what's 2 more mons I can add to my plan? And that's kind of how I went. I did like 2 ahead and didn't do any farther than that because snipes are just abundant no matter what league you play in. So I did Darmanitan. Sheer Force and Zen Mode, both really good abilities. It's a fire type, but above all else, it is a physical monster at 140 attack with 95 speed. Great Scarfer, physically dominating. That makes our draft is pretty speedy. We have, in order, 121, I think, 86, 100, 108, 100, 72? 76, and then a 95. So our slowest mod is Nidoqueen, and that's slowest at 76, which isn't bad. We have a lot of mons that are 95 and above. And Shaman, I picked up Shaman. I didn't think it was going to be that fast. But again, more momentum. More momentum to go into Mega Gardevoir or to go into whatever I needed to. That's really the main utility move I got for it. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to slap a choice item on this thing week by week. Maybe Life Orb if they have some good walls for me. And then, boom, gonna go in. Next mon. So here we go. I drafted low tiers. I drafted more low tiers than normal just because there are some low tiers I wanted to try out. So our first low tier is every season gotta have an Eviolite user. Just gotta have an Eviolite. I don't know why, but it's like in the back of my head. It's like I gotta have an Eviolite user. So this season, I grabbed Lickitung. He's own tempo. He's an Oblivious user, which is super nice, and he's going to be our main Wish passer. He doesn't get Wish teleport, but he still gets Wish and is bulky as crap. He has 75 base defenses and then 90 HP, so slap an Eviolite on that, and that's one bulky son of a gun with Wish. Not to mention he gets things like, he doesn't get Glare. But still, he has utility for the team, and most of the time he's probably going to come in and be Oblivious and be like Wish, Protect, Toxic, Insert, move here, Seismic Toss maybe. But that's 99% of the time, that's what his moveset is going to be. So, I want to point that out. Again, Eviolite user, gotta have one. Pairs well because now we have immunity to our Ghost weakness for Mega Gardevoir. Gonna have a little bit more of a Ghost weakness as we go. But okay, the next mon. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. This mon is a throwaway pick. I was looking through because I had extra points and I'm like, what do I want? What would be funny? And I realized, oh wait, I don't have a Dark type. And Dark types are pretty nice to have, considering we have Gothitelle Shadow Tag as allowance this season, which is crazy to me. I don't think anyone even drafted it. But still, Dark is super nice for stored power setup mons, just to have an immunity to. And I was like, what's a good Dark type I can use with these points? And because like it's not like I don't want to upgrade anything else, because I like everything else on the team. Like specifically those mons I like, and they're cheaper, so I just happen to have extra points. So I decided, you know what, why not finish off my Fairy Dragon Steel? Even though I don't need a dragon, I might as well fill it in. And let me get a Dark type. So you know what I picked? I picked this fat ass. Look at him. Look at his mouth. Look at him. I want to punch him in the face. I picked up Guzzlord with Beast Boost. Now something I didn't know about this Pokemon is it has 223 base HP. That is a lot of HP. Meaning with a base 53 special defense, this is a great Assault Vest user. And an amazing Assault Vest user. So I'll say that much about it. Its attack stat is decent. Special attack at 97, attack at 101, not bad. 43, our draft for the last, like, or for the last pick, this pick, and the next pick, we're gonna be slow as shit. They're just slow mons. But I didn't really mind him being slow because I have plenty of speed on the rest of my team. Beast Boost, always a cool move. I wonder if I could boost HP. That'd be broken. Just add 50 more points to HP every time you kill him on. But I don't know. I don't know what he does. I'm excited to use him though, because look at his dumbass face. Look at his face. Fairy types don't really have to worry about because I got a Nidoqueen Darm right there. Fighting types are going to be a little good against my team since I have a Cobalion, Lickitung, and Guzzlord. But I have Mega Gardevoir to resist those hits and a Tornadus Therian. So we're okay there. What else am I weak to? Yeah. Ice, again, Ice type, fighting, immune to Psychic, Dark type. Then I have, what? What is it? What is the name of that typing? Bug! Oh my god, I'm weak to Bug. Don't really care. Mega Gardevoir can eat those hits, Tornadus Therian can eat those hits, and Cobalion can eat those hits. I think also Nidoqueen can also eat those hits, so don't really care about that. Resist Ghost, another Ghost resist. Weak to Dragon, but I, of course, have a Fairy type right there, and an immunity, and a resist with Cobalion. Don't really care. Dark I resist, which I guess is cool. I don't really have too many Dark type weaknesses besides the last two. I take 4 times from Fairy attacks, but again, Fairy's not going to be too big of an issue. Now, moving forward, our next pick was actually someone, I guess, kind of returning from last season, kind of not returning. Last season I had an issue, and the reason I want to get a wall in Shaman is because last season my 2 walls were a Rhydon and a Dusclops. Those were my walls that I was relying on. And to be fair, I made it to the first round of playoffs. I made it pretty far. But this time I was like, I need walls, so I got a Shaman, I got a Rotom Wash, Tornadus Therian if I need it, Nidoqueen if I need it. I got plenty of stuff to take hits now. But I didn't feel the same without my Ghost Buddy. So I got its big brother Dusknoir. Dusknoir, physically attack, pretty good. Defenses are both 135, 65 special attack, don't care. 45 speed. The only thing holding this mon back specifically is its HP, which is 45. Lowest HP on the team. Which is weird considering it has such good defenses, so neither here nor there. Alrighty. But hey, Frisk is always a nice ability to have to see, like, if I'm lucky, see some hidden Scarf mons, because my team is pretty speedy, so I'm assuming for some of the teams they're going to need to bring a Scarf user to outspeed some stuff. So, punching. Big old hands. Look at them hands. Look at them. Hey. What is that? Wait. Oh. Hey, yeah. I got the hand movement. He's gonna smack you. He's gonna smack that shit off you. Knock off. No. Pressure stalling? I don't know. I know what a Dusclops does. It comes and eats hits. I think Dusknoir does mostly the same thing, but can also hit now, which is cool. Not an Eviolite user, just normal Dusknoir. Look at his tummy. Look at his tummy. Finally, we had one last move, and I was gonna pick up Cryogonal with this slot, because Cryogonal just fits in really well, and I need a spinner. I only have 2 removers, and those are both defoggers, and I need a spinner. Just in case. So, Cryogonal got picked from the 6 points, like, I think a turn before me. So my options were an Omastar, a Morpeko, and a Mr. Rhyme. Each of them was gonna be a double on something, either double water, double psychic, or double electric. And Morpeko was also going to be double dark because I thought Guzzlord was really funny, so I wanted Guzzlord instead of Morpeko. Even though Morpeko might have been better. We'll see. So I ended up choosing to go with Mr. Rhyme. You can tell it's the only Gen 8 mon on the team because look at that GIF and look at the edges on that. Oh yeah. Ugh. I mean, look at him tab bands though. He makes up for it. I was in a low tier draft once and I did use Mr. Rhyme and it was my MVP on my team. And Mr. Rhyme, you don't sleep on it. It has offensive stats of 110 special attack. And not to mention it's 100 special defense and 80 HP. So it's not a bad special wall either for psychic types. So, all in all, not bad. Kragnol would just be better because its special defense is just better, its speed is just better, its special attack isn't that much worse, and it gets recovery. So, I mean, if he ends up dropping Kragnol, I'll update and I'll definitely swap him off. But Mr. Rhyme is going to be a surprise. I want to see what he does. Woof. But yeah, honestly, I'm pretty excited to use this team. And let me just go through a list of everything I have. Immediate physically offensive, Darmanitan. Immediate special offensive, Mega Gardevoir, boom, 1 mon. Tornastherian 2. Minimum of 2 hazard removals, I got that. I got 3 hazard removals, 2 defoggers, 1 rapid spinner. A Grounded Poison, got that. Nidoqueen. I got both my Fire Water Grass and my Fire Dragon Steel, done. Minimum of 1 setup threat, I got multiple. I got Tornastherian, got Rotom Wash, I got Gardevoir, Cobalion, Shaman if I want to Calm Mind. Darmanitan I think gets Swords Dance. Guzzlord I can set up threat with the fact I have Beast Boost, and I guess that's it. Defensive walls that check offensive weaknesses. Mega Gardevoir, the entire team has checks for Mega Gardevoir to make sure Mega Gardevoir can come in and fuck shit up. And Healing Cleric support, got that, and Speed Tier is intact. Yeah, I got that. The only thing I don't really fulfill is minimum of 3 separate Stealth Rock users. But I don't really mind. I don't use hazards most of the time, so I don't mind. Well, let's see. What else should I point out? Oh yeah. This entire team I pulled out of my ass. I'm so excited for the season. And you're wondering, why do I choose to record now? Well, I really like this team. All of these mons I'm super excited to use. The only one I'm kind of, like, the least excited I am to use is Mr. Rhyme because I've used it before. But even then, I love Mr. Rhyme. So, I really am really excited to use this team, and I'm so excited to make content for it. And this is the first time in a while that I've been like, I really want to do this. Because I think last time I was doing UTA, I got such burnout from that. I think it was just because my team... I don't know. I don't think it was my team. I think it was just I've been playing Pokemon and I was doing the same thing for so long and I was just done with it. But now that I've, like, in between then, Pokemon is now more, instead of my main thing, it's just one of the things I do. So I've gotten my kind of passion back for it. And not only is this going to be this league is going to be the one where I move up from Ralts to Kirlia, damn it. But it's also going to be the first league that I think I finished recording for and fully uploaded to my channel. So, I'm excited for that. Also, before I go out, I want to let you know, if you've been noticing in the background, I've been using a YouTube creator's music in the background. And I want to let you know that this creator is my absolute favorite on YouTube. He is absolutely amazing. He does weekly content, and I want to shout him out just because I love him so much, and he deserves more recognition because he is a god when it comes to music. And his name is DPS. Search him up, Daddy Fat Snaps. He is amazing. This is just a few select ones I've been going through. So if you noticed it in the background and you've been like, oh my gosh, what's that song? There you go, Daddy Fat Snaps. So, moving on, I think that's it. Actually, before I go, expected weaknesses. I think Ice is going to be a big weakness, and I think Fighting is going to be a decent-sized weakness as well. Biggest strengths, I think Mega Gardevoir is going to have such good support. I think Mega Gardevoir is going to be a super big threat for everyone in the league right now. And I think another good strength is that I got Mons on Mons to swap into everything excluding Mega Gardevoir, I still have swaps for everything. So I really like my team composition. Again, I went through my biggest want. I want to fully upload this series, or not series, fully upload this league onto YouTube as my, like, personal non-Pokemon goal, as my Pokemon goal is to get either top seed going into playoffs or to win playoffs and move up to Kirlia. That is my goal. Otherwise, I think that about wraps us up. So if you like the video, go ahead, like it. Prove to me you like the video. Make sure to comment about what you're looking forward to this team. Go ahead, yell at me in the comments for not being a good YouTuber. I know I'm not. I do it because I enjoy doing it, so bleh. And then, what else should I remind you to do? Subscribe. Oh my god. Oh, and ring the bell. Oh my god. Yeah, so I think that does it. So I'll see y'all in the next video for our week 1 battle against... I actually don't have the schedule yet, so against... Insert team name here. I'll probably do a team builder before that too, so... Or maybe I'll do a team builder with it. That's actually... In the comments, put that down. Separate team builders or team builders in the video. Anyway, I gotta go. See you guys.